You guys, at anyone who is a PSR executive at Union Pacific, I really don't get it. Have you people ever had a model railroad? Like when you were kids, have you ever had a freaking model railroad? Because if you have, then you would understand why we don't use PSR. Seriously, you guys have put so much bullshit on the ground at Tehachapi Pass in the last few months. Let's see, there are quite a few examples I can think of right off the top of my head. There was this massive wreck at Tunnel 2, which, not surprisingly, involved center beams. Then, there was that well car at King, which is also an unsurprising incident. Then you have the hoppers, although I can't say I blame you for that one. And now you have this freaking event at Caliente, which, unsurprisingly again, involves center beams. I'm gonna give you guys a lecture on how to assemble your trains. You have a weighted freight car here. You put the weighted car in the front of the train like this. See how that works right there? You put the weight at the front of your train. The heaviest things should always go at the front. Anyone who's had a monorail would know this. Let's get some more weight involved here. Let's get this involved. Let's get this involved. We got more weight on the front of the train. All right, that looks like a pretty good concept. How about we add this BKTY AN box to add a little more weight? All right, now you have all the weighted cars on the front of your train. Okay, you see how that works? Now let's get into a more realistic example. You have a light car, a center beam. Where does this go? At the back of the train. An empty center beam and any lightweight cars go at the back of the train, like this. You put your center beams and any light cars at the back. Let's get another one in here. Let's throw this one at the back too. So now you've got a pretty standard looking UP train right here. This is what it should look like. Your light at the back towards your weight at the front. See how that works? Now let's get into what you guys are doing. What I can see consistently. Let's have this T-box in here, which let's say is full of a lot of weight. Now what do you think is going to happen on a curve when that weight tugs on those center beams as it's going up? You guessed it, it's gonna wreck them right off. I cannot see how no one else has started lecturing you guys on this, but this is not what's supposed to happen. But there can be an exception as long as you have a good running engine. Let me show you. Let me just get another clip here. I'm just gonna screw it. I'll just get this GP40. Now, let's see. You have a nice running GP40, let's say. I'm dragging my other train. So you have a little bit of weight on the back of your center beams, okay? Now let's say this T-box is not very heavily weighted, but still has a little bit of weight. What are you gonna do on that? Put a good functioning helper in there, like 1364 here. Now do you see how that works? You can compose a train by putting the heavy stuff in the front and the light stuff in the back. And if you need to put weight in the back, add a reliable helper like 1364. Okay, now let's demonstrate what we have learned today. I'm gonna show you guys what it should look like. I'm gonna move these cars out of the way, and I'm gonna show you what this train should look like. I composed another one to help you guys look and visualize what this looks like. Here we go. Notice the heavy well cars on the front of the train. And notice the lightweight 89-foot class and the light spine. Here comes your functioning helper. And a little bit of weight tacked onto the back, just because that engine can pull it, but not too much. Okay, that is how we compose a proper train in the railroad industry. I hope this was educational enough for you guys to learn. I will see you later.